Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're well on this. I don't even know what day it is right now. I have a family member that is in the hospital. So everything that was me has come to a. Uh, let's see here. You don't say it wouldn't be a 180. That turns me around backwards. So let's do a 75 degree, not quite 90 degree, but maybe a 75 degree turnaround. A Tulsa turnaround, if you will. Tulsa turnaround. If you're not familiar with the Tulsa turnaround, I feel sorry for you. I hope you are able to educate yourself. I'm playing around with my mic. Not like that. Get your head out of the gutter. Anyway, there's just so much going on that I just feel like cheating. I'm cheating the world of the greatness that would be my stupidity and insight on the silliness that is everything. So, without much more, let's get started. Let's be serious for a second here. Get started, right? So, a lot's been going on. You got, as always, we got the Summer Wells deal. And you saw the other day, Candace Summer's mother called the law. That's the way you say it, okay? When you're dealing with, she was drinking since before 7:30 when Don got home. Just think about that one. On a Wednesday afternoon. I mean, girl's got to get her drink on. She's got to get her drink on, right? But on a Wednesday afternoon, she has decided that she needs to, I don't know, have her twisted tea, have her go juice, her meditation tonic, and by the way, I wish I had some tonic water right now. I have become a fan of tonic water. It's the quinine in it. I'm don't want to get malaria. There's some good old fashioned bottled water. I wish I could find some Memphis, Tennessee bottled water. Memphis has the best tasting water in the United States, and I can't get it in a bottle. And it's upsetting. And I don't have a truck, or I would go and fill up containers full of it. So, yeah, that's how that whole thing works out, whatever. So what happens if I do this? Oh, cool, look at that. That's kind of neat. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? That's fall is beginning in the Cades Cove area, the Smoky Mountains. No, wait, that's changed my background. Oh, man. Oh, look, I didn't know I could do all that. Look at that. Let's do this. That doesn't do anything. I don't like the leaves still. Sad. Let's see if I can add a background. No, Andy Purple. What's this? Oh, whoa. Look at all this. What is this? So I'm talking to myself, and you guys get to enjoy how awesome that is. Is that orange? That's not really orange. More like a putrid yellow. But I do dig purple. Let's see, what's this? This is going to give me... Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. What do you want to get rid of that? I'm not labeling somebody else's junk, right? That's purple. Get rid of that one. Oh man, I gotta do all that now. What's this? Oh, by the way, in the background you'll hear. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'll stick with that. You hit mango. I hate mangoes though. Mangoes are the trick fruit. They are the It's like you think it's a citrus, but it's not. Some nasty melon crap. Can't stand it. Maybe like the purple because purple is a cool color. Let's see what else they got here. Polka dots are not cool. Leaves are not cool. What's this one? What's this? What's this? Dark bubbles. Can you guys see dark bubbles? I don't see anything. Now I just see smudges on my screen. I should clean off. Anyway, Coonhound is snoring in the background, which is awesome. Let's see. Let's do some more cool stuff. Let's see if StreamYard did anything. The other day they had a big I don't know, whatever they had. Anyway, I'm gonna do this. Boom! Look at that one. So let's talk a little bit here. We're gonna do a Reddit chat because this is all new. So I do this. Make StreamYard happy. I don't know. I don't know what that is. What is all that? Okay. So I just saw this. I hadn't read it. But after the incident the other day, so if you don't know, Summer's mom called the police at what was that, 11? By the way, I'm trying to move stuff around here. I'm sorry. Oh, my chair's too high. I've got chair problems. Oh, there we go. So Summer's mom called the sheriff's department at what time was that? 12:30? I believe so. It's 12:30 a.m. on a Thursday morning. It said that Don had abused her. Don is Summer's father, Candace's husband. And they get there and they say that he choked her and her thumb is broken. Well, the police are like, we don't see any marks on you. You know, there's nothing here. But have you been drinking? Well, yeah. And Dawn says, I got home at 7:30 and she'd already been drinking. So Dawn went ahead and started drinking. And that's all you need to know. Nobody was arrested. The police turned it over to the Hawkins County, Tennessee district attorney to see if they're going to press charges. And I have a feeling that no charges will be pressed because, what do you do? I mean, I hate to tell you guys, but that's the way it's always been explained to me is, these cases, there is a term of art for the type of person that has this problem, and I don't want to really use it. But anyway, it's I ran into the microphone that time. I'm not happy with any of my setup here. Hang on. But anyway, it ends up being a back and forth type of thing, and both sides are guilty at the end of the day. So anyway, enough said with that. Let's see what this person says on Reddit. I'm starting to doubt the Wells involvement. The reason is pretty simple. I'm going to say if it's simple, you can get it said in less than a paragraph. So I bet it's not as simple as everybody thinks it is. From day one, I believe Candace and Dawn, and possibly Grandis. I hate these nicknames these people came up with. Grandis would be the grandmother. Were involved for obvious reasons. No, they're not obvious. I don't know who you are. I do not follow you. And so I don't know what you've said about them. So I don't know what the obvious reasons are. But the longer this goes on, I can't help but think they're all too, oh, jeez, simple or dumb to be able to cover this up and get away for it this long. Oh my gosh! So the grand answer is, you know what? Here's the thing: after 7 months, they're just too dumb not to be caught. I mean, you're gonna come to that conclusion. Oh, hang on! I've got the snoring coon dog is no longer snoring. She is now demanding to get out of the studio. Oh, you hear? Those are ears. You heard. By the way, I just realized I don't have all my soundproofing up, so I know I sound distant. I know this is not professional. Who are we kidding? Nobody here is a professional. We're just people that like to have fun and get through this together. And by getting through this, I mean just the normal day to days. Go. I've added a whole. That was the puppy. Second one was the puppy. I've added a bunch of soundproofing to my studio stuff, and I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. I don't hear this sound anymore. I don't hear that sound anymore. And guess what? Now I can't even sit down to do this stupid thing. All right, so the big answer is that these are not criminal masterminds. Wow, who would have ever thought that? Who have ever thought that these are not criminal masterminds? Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Let's see here. Even I think, as a regular civilian, it wouldn't be hard to crack Candace in an interrogation room. Not only that, I'd assume their house has been bugged by law enforcement. Oh, geez. Stop watching TV, people. TV is fake. They don't bug houses. You don't have to bug. I mean, could you imagine what it cost? When was the last time you saw a trial? They're like, well, we bugged the house. I mean, occasionally you hear like FBI type stuff doing that, but even that they don't do it inside the house because you have to be specific on a warrant like that. Okay, so you're trying to find a specific thing. Okay, for instance, like let's say I get bugging a telephone. You go to the judge and you say, we were trying to get a telephone bug for these people because we think they're selling drugs. Okay, well, you can only bug when you think they're talking about selling drugs. But if they're talking about, their little kid's doctor's appointment, the police have no right to be listening to that. Anyway, now I got a dog wants back in here. I mean, this is my life. This is my life. Try to do something simple like just, sit here and chit chat, get some stuff off my chest, have some fun. And I'm up and down with dogs. Up and down with dogs. All right. Fine. Hang on. One more time. I don't know why I have my headphones on. I'm not listening to anything. It just makes me feel. Are you coming in, princess? I wish I had. If I had a web camera, I would video her right now. She actually has her own TikTok. It's just not been updated. Go on, get up here. I'll help you up. Come on, come on. Up. She wanted to see if I would pick her up. All she wanted. Anyway, spoiled dogs. Did you hear that sneeze? Oh my gosh, baby girl, you okay? You okay, sweetheart? Talking to some new friends. Can you hear her panting in the background? Good girl. I wish I had my microphone moving around so you could listen. Moving around means not on the boom, not on the arm. Let's get back through this. I mean, it's a simple paragraph. That's all I want to get through here. Let's see here. Okay, so the house has been bugged, according to this person. If it has, I'd expect them both at some point discuss what really happened, getting their story straight, etc. These are people that are drinking twisted tea on a Wednesday night. There's no straightening out stories here. Even hiding evidence, getting rid of her body. Golly. Yeah, they got 150 pounds of lye. They figured out how to do it. Put in one of those blue barrels. I can't see either of them being clever enough. This person has cracked the case and they spell enough ENOUPH. That's not how you spell enough, is it? Wait a second. I forgot. To be able to pull any of this off. The problem is why they're not clever enough to pull any of this off is because you've created a wild spectrum of ideas here. People are simple, okay? Who was that guy, the serial killer? Uh, Not Bundy. The guy, I almost had his name. Oh, Wisconsin. Anyway, they did excuse me, the show Mindhunter had was about him and stuff. Anyway, he's like, yeah, I got pulled over and I had a girl's body in the trunk, and cops, didn't say a word about anything. He's like, I would have been totally busted. He's like, I found out that they were just stupid, and so I just kept on doing it to see how dumb they were. Let's see here. Being clever enough to be able to pull this off, let alone for this long. And that house, that house, the whole property, the cars, the way they live, they'd have to find some kind of evidence, right? I don't know, man. I look at that house and the property and everything else. I think I'm not going to find any needle in any haystack around here. You couldn't even find the haystack to start looking for the needle in. By the way, it's actually a needle to finding a needle in a haystack. I'm the guy who brings the magnet. Let's see here. They find some evidence, right? And yet here we are, nearly a year later, 7 months, and virtually nothing more than we did on day one. How? I can't see the Wells being smarter than law enforcement and all the decades of research and development of criminology, detective work, dog training, technology, and so on. Thoughts? This is where I have a feeling this is going to become a very, very rich article. Now, y'all, look, I've got up here, I've got, let's see here. Jeez, crud. Biden administration to withdraw COVID-19 vaccination and testing regulation aimed at large businesses. And I have Nancy Pelosi say she's running for re-election. Much more needs to be done. Both of these are things that I thought would be enjoyable banter. I can't pull away from this one, though, right? I can't. I mean, let's just see what Reddit thinks. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Here's the thing. We're going to sort these, but we're going to sort them by old. So we get to get the first comments first. Well, that sounds dumb, doesn't it? First comments first. Shouldn't that just be naturally how it is? I agree. They are not sophisticated enough to pull this off. I also believe they would not have snitched on each other. I also don't believe the sons were involved because at least one would have talked by now. All right. Hey, you know what they should do is they should say that $75,000, like the parents can, either one of the parents are able to recover if they turn on the other one. I'm surprised that we haven't heard that yet as a conspiracy here. Let's see here. I believe they would have snitched on each other, right? I completely agree with you. Same with the boys. Exactly. Snitching, especially when drunk or high. Boy, man, people, they love that drunk or high. Have you ever watched some of these live YouTube things? Kind of like what we're doing right now, except Oh, geez. I spent 2 years in the honor council in law school. I was the first moot court person to ever get a bench trial for my group that the professor had. He said, in like 30 years of doing it, nobody's ever gotten a bench trial. And anyway, I'm sitting here thinking about what some of these YouTube casts are like and realizing that I'm the exact same. I mean, we're all the same deep down, y'all. We're all the same deep down. All right. Let's see here. The Wells aren't smarter than law enforcement, but maybe law enforcement in that small town does not have adequate training. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, they have all the stuff, man. They got all the cool toys. Trust me on this. It doesn't. Hawkins County, I mean, these small counties and stuff, I mean, yeah, some of them, they do some dumb things. Don't get me wrong here. But at the same time, they get a lot of grants. And Hawkins County, it may be small, but it's got money. I mean, it's got plenty of money. Hang on. Yeah, you're not coming back in. Had to use my pimp daddy hand there and say, "You're not coming back in." No, Hawkins County is well, it's just an old county. I mean, it's predates the Civil War, and a matter of fact, I think the courthouse. That coon dog wants back in. She doesn't want in. What she wants is the door to be open, so she can be part of the conversation and be in a separate part of the house. I love my blue tick coon now. I absolutely do. My, she's got my number. She's got my number. Anyway, I don't believe they did anything this summer, but Candace neglected her, and she may have wandered off or had an accident. They have been in so much trouble with law enforcement almost all their lives. It's not in their nature to be accommodating because they believe they'll be targeted because of their past. And that's probably true. Grandis has to know something. If she didn't know what happened, why was she not helping or giving interviews to get Summer found rather than taking off to Wisconsin to help a relative? Grandis lost her daughter, Rose, who would think all the people on the hill, Grandis would be the most upset having this happen to her twice. The fact is hard to understand. Now, I hate to be like one of those rumor people, but there's where was that? Who was it said it? Oh, was it that those people sat down and gave the interview? I don't know, the one chick looks like Grimace. He said something like, Candace said that she killed Rose or something. I mean, something ridiculous. I don't think any of that happened. I mean, that's just stupid. Okay, again, let's go back to what the thread's about. They're not smart enough to do that, right? If that's what we're going to do, let's stay with what the intent of this thread is. But the next thing is like, also there was another kid that was in foster care or taken away or something. I don't know. There's so much, like, you hear rumor after rumor, and now you're getting because of Grandis, she would be so upset because this has happened before. Heck, at this point, she's immune to it. You know, there's a big difference between being book smart and being street smart. All right. I know, but I don't think they are either of those. And to be a detective, they have to be street smart as well. I think they're both extremely street smart and that just play dumb to a lot of the time. Hopefully, whether they're guilty of innocent, the truth soon comes to light. Could you imagine what type of mini-series type of drama this would be. If you're sitting here saying, you mean to tell me they evaded law enforcement for 7 months and had people on, had the TBI at this point? I'm surprised this isn't being brought up, that the TBI is going to hide anything found because it's so embarrassing at this point. Jeez. I'm also surprised they haven't said aliens came and got a little Summer. I felt they were too simple or dumb to pull this off. Also, my exact thoughts. Wait, I mean, some people that say dumb. Don't you wonder what they're like? No. Dudley Ajan, not sure about the last name. He's Don Wells' co-worker that he fired. That's weird. Says he thinks Don molested Summer. Oh, that's a new one. Now listen, man, that's not cool, dude. In keeping with his known pedophilic tendencies? What? I've not heard any of that. I'm not spreading any of that. That is that's just weird. Possibly Candace caught him at it. All three slept in the same bed. Candace luckily got jealous and killed Summer in a field rage. Dude, what is wrong with these people, man? I mean, this is like you are coming up with some wild accusations. These are people that like I was thinking about this the other day. I had this old lady. She backed into my car in the parking lot because like she went around the corner of the parking lot and I was following her because I'm trying to leave the parking lot. And all of a sudden she sees a parking spot that she drove past and she slams on the brakes and I hit the brakes. All right, so we're both stopped. She throws in reverse and starts to back up. And I lay down the horn and she hits me. And what I thought it was, I started laughing that she said she knew what happened. She says this to me. She says, you saw that parking spot and whipped around that corner real fast to get it for yourself, and then you hit me. And I looked at her and said, lady, you threw your car in reverse, going the opposite direction, the wrong way of traffic, and you hit the front end of my car. You want to call the police and have them write the report? I'd be happy to. And she said, oh, no, I don't want to do that. And so we exchanged information. I was like, look, if there's any damage of this, I'll call and you can pay for it. There's no damage. I didn't do anything. I just want to make sure and I want to get out of there. But yeah, she was, I wanted that parking spot so bad. You know what? You can't back up in the middle of the road. You can't back into parking spots either, by the way. Don't do it. You look like an idiot. And 9 times out of 10, you are still going to look like an idiot. You don't park straight. So anyway, this just reminded me of that. Is like, they came with these wild accusations that this happens. Like, where does this come into your brain? Don't want to say anything because of his pedophilia culpability. Jeez. Candace would die before admitting to murder. They're stupid and ignorant. Oh, wow. They're familiar enough with the law enforcement to keep their mouths shut. They undoubtedly buried somewhere, and they're just waiting it out. What are they waiting out? I mean, are you implying they're going to dig her up later? Jeez, oh my gosh. I think that's the most parsimonious. Nobody uses that word. Explanation. I think you smoke dope and watch crazy TV shows. Honestly, no disrespect to Don, Candace, and Candace. In fact, I believe they likely agree, but they're not really smart enough. Oh, geez, to get away with staging an abduction and keeping the evidence hidden from the authorities. They would have been the first people to have been fully investigated, questioned, watched, etc. Let's not forget that police can use confusing tactics designed to catch out dishonesty, catch out I've never heard that term in my life. The Wells can outsmart detectives with years of training. Nah, not buying it. I believe Don when he says that he went down the social media route to bring awareness and publicity. I bet he never thought for a moment just how much publicity he'd get and the backlash and judgment that comes with it. Yeah, don't you shouldn't be on here at all. So I think she wandered away. I think Candace was probably high and didn't realize how long Summer had been gone. But even then, it wouldn't take long for Summer to have gotten lost in those woods. Random. It's only been 7 months though. We're not close to a year yet. Wow. Watch. I'm gonna reply. Um, this is the only rationally worded. Is rationally a word? Worded. This is only rationally worded. Statement in this. I can't say that. I'm not gonna say all that because you know what? All these people are irrational, and they'll call me something different. I don't want to get that sidetracked. All right, so we got that one. I mean, this is just such a smoke screen, right? I mean, there's some serious stuff going on here. Let's see what this next one is because these are all posted just recently. I'm like, yeah, okay, we got 911 calls to their house. That's the one I was talking about earlier. Here's one I have not seen. I have a question about the family's kids and Don's history of sexually abusing his sister. Holy cow. Holy cow. Well, that's new to me. Let's see here. Oh, what happened? Where'd my remote go? I got something playing in the background so I can keep up with uh, the latest stuff. What's this? Meatloaf's last video, he revealed his sickness. Oh, that's interesting. That was 4 days ago. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I've been following up with this whole law and crime stuff and Rakita law, Nick Rakita stuff. He got a cease and desist. It's from Dan Abrams' company, and Dan Abrams was the one who did Live PD. And it's funny seeing this because basically it's just a bunch of lawyers that sit around on a live stream drinking bourbon, making fun. Oh, kind of like what we're doing right here tonight. Well, that's cool. Um. Anyway, let's read this one, and maybe we'll just jump off here and call it a night. Like I said, I've had to spend time in the hospital with a loved one, and it's exhausting. But you guys, thank you for listening. This really has this is a lot of fun. It really, really, truly is fun for me. And of course, like I say, I mean when I say I love you guys to death. Okay. I have a question about the family's kids and Dawn's history of sexually abusing his sister. Golly. Hello, everyone. I just discovered this case. I'm very interested and have some questions that I think people in the sub might be able to answer. I don't know. First of all, is there a record of how many children Candace and Don had each? I've heard that Don had 2 kids from a previous relationship. Where are they? And apparently, Candace also had other kids taken away and one that she gave up for adoption. Jeez. It's a uterus, not a clown car. I would like someone to clarify all this information because it gets really confusing. Also, if CPS knew about these people being neglected to their children, why did they just let them have another 4 kids without even visiting the property to check out where they were okay? That's because, you know what? I'm going to maybe soapbox moment here. Maybe wrong about this. I don't take anything I say serious. Don't take anything I say as a legality or whatnot. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's because of Roe versus Wade. You have control over your sexual reproductive choices. And so the government cannot get involved. So you say, like, why they let them have 4 more kids? You got a right to have kids. Child molesters, convicted child molesters can have kids. Isn't that creepy? And then the government can't come in unless there's a cause to come in for that kid. So it's not like, oh, hey, you know what? You abuse your other kids. We need to check out what you're doing right now. Sorry, you don't have that right. The government has no right to be invasive to your family or anything else like that. Think about it. Probable cause does not be past behavior does not create probable cause for future behavior. If that were true, then every time a cop saw me on the road, they would say you're speeding. Well, it might be, might not be. I don't know if it's the truth or not. A lot of it's subjective. Maybe I just didn't get the right day in court. I'm not saying anymore. It's all a joke, guys. It's all a joke. Let's see. First of all, there's a record for how many children. Okay. It's really confusing. Also, if CBS knew about these, why visiting property check it? Okay. Another question I read on comments. Man, is that sentence just starts off toxic, doesn't it? Don sexually abused his sister since she was a child. Is this true? Can I have it? Can I get any sources? I think. Why is Don? I mean, you see him; he seemed like a nice guy. I think this data is very important to show how neglected and problematic this family is. Thanks in advance. Jeez, you're a problematic family. Get out of here. All right, let's go down here. Sort by. We're gonna do the oldest first. Check the subs wiki. Lots of sources linked. I've never checked that out. All right, thank you. Let's see the next one. It would take a lot of reading and watching to find the answers, so maybe I can help you with your questions. Holy cow, look how long this is. We're just going to run through this. We're not even going to stop. Yeah, watch me. Watch me not stop. I'm going to be quiet and not comment. But what are the odds on this? Vegas, can we get a ruling, please? Really, 501. It would take a lot of reading and watching to find the answer, so maybe I can help you with your questions. Is there a record how many children Candace and Don had there? Don has 2 older children from previous marriage. They're adults. I believe they were born in Utah and have never lived in Tennessee, so no idea where they are now. One of Utah, I guess, is where Summer got her name. Candace also had other kids taken away, and one where she gave her adoption. Candace also had 2 children from a previous relationship. I don't know if she was married to that guy. The first daughter was taken away and raised in foster care or adopted. The second son was taken away as well. The details aren't real clear about when, how, or why they were taken. Apparently, there was some neglect or abuse, but stories vary and none are proven. The prevailing rumor is that the son was beaten or hit with a baseball bat and suffers lifelong issues from that. Whoa. How's that a rumor? I mean, that's either it happened or it didn't. But no one has shown an arrest record for Candace for child abuse, so take all that with a grain of salt. The child was supposedly adopted out is a fairly recent revelation. Apparently, Candace told someone about it and said basically she had a baby and signed papers at the hospital to give it up for adoption. How's that work? I just came over and found. Make sure you get somewhere away too. Sully, you're awesome. I just found out that this thing closed. It said your stream ended. Check your internet. Well, I have the internet going in the background because I'm watching a TV show, and I was messing around on this thing. Anyway, I'm just gonna say let's call it a night. I don't know what happened. I don't know where it streamed or anything. StreamYard, you have why does it say live for 48 minutes, but yet you have me turned off? You don't have what I was sharing. You don't have. Ugh, I hate you right now. Ugh. Well, guys, if you haven't heard, we got a family member in the hospital. I've got to go back in the morning, and so that's why I'm kind of out of it. My schedule's out of it and everything else. Uh, that's what sucks about this is that there is no set time for things. I wish there were. If you try to tell people, hey, I got to do this thing at whatever time, uh, they don't understand. It's so funny. People do not understand. It's like, no, what you don't understand is that I'm not. This is like therapy. It's enjoyable. I don't think about other things. I don't think about my problems and stuff. I just I just like reading the stuff and laughing with y'all. So anyway, guys, thanks for checking in. Yeah, don't forget that subscribe and all that stuff button. It's January, algorithms. Um, do it for my birthday. It's coming up, I think. So I'd appreciate that. Guys, I really do. I mean, I love you guys. Stay safe, please. And life's precious. Just remember that one. God's precious. So don't ever let a day get wasted. Till next time, Godspeed.